So let's go ahead and select a requirement based suite. This is actually a search screen repurposed here to actually go and filter your requirements so that you can select the requirement and use into your test cases. This work item direct links option available, and you have a flat list of work item. I have chosen work item and direct link because I would like to filter by something. And when I select this option, your view would look something like this. So you have what do you want and what do you want to filter it by. So before I explain you more, let's go ahead and search this. So I'm saying my work item type is a user story, and it is under the area path customer onboarding. What I would like you to do is to filter that by iteration path, and the name of my iteration is PI1. And I run the query and I get all the stories that are part of the sprint. So that's one way of searching. Let's go ahead and select flat list of work items. So when I select this, the options that are available now has changed. You can see work item type in the group. Now what it is saying is there are groups available, and these groups are, here is the list of the groups available. What is interesting is to know that you have an option of like test case category, test plan categories. You can search by test case, test plan, everything. But for you, when you're writing your when you're deciding to create a test plan and under that your test suite, what is important is the strategy that you have in place. For us at the moment, we are worrying about our user stories, so it's actually a requirement category. Requirement category is a user story category in Azure Test Plan, and the area path is the customer onboarding. Because I do not have a lot of user stories at the moment, when I click run query, it is going to give me the same list that I had in the previous query. So I can select this and create a test suite. Now there's one important thing, a lot of people make a mistake here is when they're doing it for the first time, they go and click on these links. These are hyperlinks. I don't know what is the purpose of having that here as a hyperlink, because accidentally when you click on it, it takes you to an original requirement. But yeah, keeping that aside, you have this simple options available. So you can basically click and select this, all these stories. So now that you have selected all these stories that you want to be part of your test plan as a test suite, you just select those and click create suite. Now in a minute, yeah, there you go. So it has created a pre-populated folder with the name of the user story itself and a number as a reference to it. What benefit does it bring to us? It's actually creating a traceability from your requirement all the way to your test plan. Understand the test plan, although it's part of the same project, it doesn't define which requirement I'm testing. So having a requirement based test suite makes it easier to trace it back. How? Let's take a look. So for example, if this one, I right click over this and say view the requirement, the original requirement that you have. Click on it and it takes you back to the user story, and that's your original user story for which you're writing your test cases. That's simple. Now you have all the story that are part of this sprint. You can go and create your test cases. On the right hand side where you have the actual panel of the test cases itself, you have 3 tabs available: define tab, execute tab, and chart tab. So define tab is, as it suggests, is that all your test cases that are part of logging and error handling will be listed here. You can choose some of or all of the test cases to be part of in the execute tab. Well, whatever you write here will always be available here. You can choose the test case to execute the test, and the chart suggests there are 2 options here, by the way. You can create a test case chart telling you how many test cases you have and what are the statuses, or the test result chart. So what happens is after the execution, it tells you how many test cases have passed, failed, not applicable, etc. So those kind of charts will be available for that test suite within this view.